I'm ready to go. You guys, how's your week been? I am in Philly this week because we are celebrating our boy Kurupt getting his own street. The street that he grew up on is now called Kurupt Way. So I'm in Philly right now, not in real life, just in the background. The land. I'm always your girl. My heart is always there, but this week it's in Philly. So what's up? What's up, players? Happy Sabbath, good Sabbath. Today, I I am surprised to say our boy came through. I was gonna call Taraji, y'all. I was, but then our boy came through. I'm just playing. I wasn't gonna call her. Not waiting for me to call. But my boy came through. Y'all ain't gonna believe who we got on the show this week. I am so excited. Who we had on the show this week. I don't know what happened. He was here, y'all, but now he's gone. But in the meantime, and in between time, I did have some things I wanted to clear up from last week's show. I wish that it cleared up like this little coochie on my chin. But she cute. I turned her into a witchy poo mo. So, we working with it. Here's my phone. I thought you were going to hand it to me. Forrest, could you please? I don't want to get up and show y'all what I'm really wearing underneath. But I had to clear up. Some of y'all folks are really, really anal about some things. I am sorry. I said Caitlyn Jenner only had 2 children. I forgot about Brody and them because I don't watch that reality show. I only watch the Kardashians and I don't watch the whatever he's on. But I really had to search my soul and think, why do I always forget Brody and them? Because I think he got some siblings, but it's not that, it's the Brody part. And I think it's because I'm I'm a survivor. I am a winner of molestation. And one of those episodes on the Kardashians, I don't know if you guys are Kardashian watchers, but the 2 little babies, big brother Brody brought his little big brother high school popular friends over, and they had the babies on the pole, and it just took me back to my perpetrator who was in high school and popular, hanging out with crunk ass white boys, because when you live in white boy neighborhood, that's what you hang out with. And me not being as lucky as I pray those ladies were. And I apologize to you, Brody, and them, and everybody on your side, because I put my thing on you. So people, we have to be careful about projecting our stuff onto our mess onto, okay, not bad as I thought it was. Our mess onto other folks. Right? Right. So yes, she has, when she was a he, about maybe 5 kids. But that wasn't the point. You got to watch last week's show to see what the point was. So, until my friend comes back, I did also want to share a quick little anecdote, I guess, sort of. Okay, watch American Vandal. I don't know if you guys are watching it or have seen it, or if you like stuff like that, but my husband, okay, he's back. Yes. Introducing y'all. Wait a minute. Out the way. Wait a minute. It's a flash. Wait a minute. It's Zane. I told y'all shit. Introducing. Oh, wait a minute. He still got his thing on. Are you there, Mr. Copeland? Don't you love live? You may not be watching it live, but believe me, it is live. There he is. There. Oh, what a cutie pie. Wait a minute. Let me switch me to over here and you to over there. There we go. Hi.
Hey, what's good?
Such a cutie. Still,
Thank you.
I remember
Thank
you
you.
being a cutie little baby in the 90s. And like
Thank you.
you hopping around singing and stuff, and you sing and rap, but you mostly sing,
Thank you.
right? Yes.
Both
So,
of them. Both of them. Act,
yeah,
sing, everything.
I am
How you
so
doing?
thankful. Thank you for blessing us. Come on, Forum. We got to give our boy
Nah,
Dick
thank you for having me. I'm definitely a fan. Definitely a fan.
back at you. Ditto. So what's been going
Definitely.
on? I
Man,
love to
too
see a
much.
man in pink. I just had to, give you that love off top. I
Thank you so
buy
much.
pink for my son because I think it's a pretty color on men. And I think, only certain men can pull it off. And
I was just joking with somebody today, and I was like, when you wear pink, it's like, how can you be mad at somebody wearing a pink shirt?
thank
like,
you.
like,
How can
like
you
it's like,
be at such a beautiful soul? So let's talk about that beautiful soul. So I know you're in Atlanta right now. Am I correct?
yes.
So are you always in Atlanta? Are you from Atlanta? Did you ever
Well,
move anywhere other than
well,
Atlanta?
I grew up. I mean, I was born in Yonkers, New York. I was born in Yonkers, New York, in a project called Slow Bomb, the same project as DMX and Mary J. Blige. But I grew up in Atlanta, in Decatur, Georgia.
So how did that work? You were just born in New
Yeah,
York?
I was in New York, so I was about 5, and then I lived in Atlanta from a kid to now. Yeah.
So did you go to any schools in New York? Do you remember any of that?
Nah, I probably went to like
See,
1 year and went to Atlanta. But every summer I would go back. But most of my life was spent raised in Atlanta.
so your parents are from New York.
Yeah, my parents are from New York. Yeah,
And so
definitely.
what made them want to make the migration from New York to Atlanta?
Well, actually, I think you know, my dad was a upcoming he was in insurance and dangling in the drug game and different stuff. And I think things just got a little crazy for him up there. And he was, how you got one foot in and one foot out. He was trying a hustler,
I
but at the
get
same
it.
real.
Yeah,
Both my parents were really, really smart, but they were both hustlers too. So my
right,
dad was like this guy that had all the potential in the world to go
right,
to any college he wanted, but still had
right.
his head put in the streets.
But
So
then they say
I
you got
think,
what? Your house shoe in the house and
yeah,
what your gators in the streets or something like that. Yeah,
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
and what I was told, there was a big shootout or something like that, to where they found me covered over my brother at a playground after the shootout, and that was the day my dad and my mom decided like it was time to
So wait a minute.
move to
So
Atlanta.
you knew it was some mess going on, and your little save yourself jumped on top of your brother. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? And
And you know
saved
what?
him.
I don't remember it, but all my life, that's what my grandmother and my dad, everybody is like, that's the story in our family. Like, do you know why you left New York? And I'm like, nah, tell me. And they're like, there was a shootout and they found you covered over your brother or whatever. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's a beautiful story. So,
Yeah.
okay, your brother's still with us.
Yes.
And how
Yes.
many other siblings do you have?
I have well, it's a long story. Oh man, it's a long story. Um, damn, it's a long story. So growing up, I'm gonna start like this. Growing up, I always thought I only had, two brothers and a sister, two younger brothers and a sister. I thought I was the oldest of 4.
Okay.
But then I learned growing up that
Daddy was a Rolling
the dad that raised me,
Oh, mommy was a Rolling Stone.
the dad that raised me, I learned growing up that it was more to the story, that I actually had a real biological father out there. And then after
Okay, so you got a script. You are a script. I
oh
love
shit,
it.
it's crazy.
So wait a minute. I need details. So mom had just you with your biological, and then your siblings are probably from the man that raised you that you
That
called
she's with now,
So
been
you were the
with all
only
my
one,
life.
right? That okay, but you never knew until you
Till I
turned.
was like 19,
That's
18,
perfect.
19.
Okay, so now we've moved from New York and now we're in Atlanta. and dad has decided he's going to no longer sell drugs. He's just going to sell premier insurance. Crime
Kind of, sort of.
America.
Nah, kind of, sort of. Came to Atlanta and got deeper in the drug game.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Got one of the biggest drug dealers in Atlanta.
Okay, so what's your real name? Is it Zane?
Zane.
So your parents named you Zane. I think that's beautiful.
I'm named after my dad that raised me.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we don't have to
It's
unless
crazy.
you want
It's
to.
crazy.
So you grew up in Atlanta being the son of the kingpin.
Yes.
And so this went on from 5 years old all the way through high school. And is this how you were able to get into music and
Well, I got myself into music doing talent shows and stuff like that, but my dad was pretty known in Atlanta, like on the street side. And then he eventually, once I got into the music industry, he started trying to dabble into management, and he ended up managing Akon. That was his first artist. Akon was his first artist he ever managed.
Okay.
Me, then Akon.
So he stayed with your mom though. All through that, he didn't try to be, I got you in Atlanta, uprooted you, and now I'm gonna be fly, Mr. Drug Dealer.
Nah, he stayed down. Him and my mama,
yes.
Him and my mama together to this day.
And she holds him down.
I
see that in you. You're married.
Thank you. Say it again.
You're married.
Yes, I got a little situation. Yes.
Does that mean yes, you're married? Or does that mean
I don't really discuss. I mean, I've been with my girl for a while, but I don't really discuss like my love life, like on stuff like that. Like I don't really get too personal.
Okay, well, I'm married. I'm not getting personal. I'm married.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I've been married for 17 years.
Awesome. That's awesome. I mean, it'll
be 17. That's all I asked. I did not ask you what y'all do in the bedroom. I didn't even ask you if y'all got children. I just said, are you married? That's all. That's it.
Yeah, we have children. We have children.
I know. That I did. I did a little research on you because I'm interested. Oh, somebody came and left. I am so sorry. I was into my main Zane. Okay, so let's go back to our story. I can't get this out of the way.
What I want to do is I want to tell my life. Like I got a whole like documentary and life story crazy, like it's put together. Like, so I don't want to give all the secrets out. Like,
so give me what you're comfortable giving me. Cause
keep going. No,
I'll let you know as we go. Cause it's so dad saw that you had talent and you were attracted to the talent shows and you were going around making a name for yourself. Were you in a group or were you like, cause I remember.
I was actually in a group. I was actually in a group. I was in a kid group, a teenage group. In the early 90s, I was in a group, like the mid 90s, mid 90s.
What were you guys called?
We were called Chronic.
Okay. Now, was this the group that you were with when you guys were doing the different talent shows? Or
yes, yeah.
So
we were called KWA, and then we changed our name to Chronic.
And what was Chronic with Attitude?
Yeah, it was Kids with Attitude, and Chronic was kids rapping on new ideas and concepts. We was always trying to take some bad shit and make it good.
I like that. That's a nice concept. So were you guys like hood famous? Was Chronic just like high school famous, or was it like you were going to different talent shows?
Yeah, it was like no, we were actually
festivals.
We're actually pretty popular. Like we performed in we were able to tour the United States. We went to
See, yes, you were like Baby's Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
how they began.
Yeah, in junior high, I was like one of the first people from my area to really make it in the industry. Like I had a record deal when I was 11. I had my first record deal. So we were kind of popular in school and different stuff like that. So from my area.
Okay, so you're telling me at 11 you had a record deal, but you don't think dad had anything to do with that?
I mean, I think that No, I know he didn't at first because he was in the streets. I was just smart enough to like hear something on the radio, and I was like, hey, there's a talent show on the radio I heard about.
So
And I'm a
you won
kid.
a record deal.
Yeah, so I won the record
That's
deal.
different.
Yeah.
You are a child genius. I
Yeah,
always
won
tell
the
people
record
that
deal.
a lot of the people that come on my show, our show, and talk about their lives, because it's all of our show, y'all. They say they've been, and myself included, they've been doing this since a very, very young age. You know, it's like a calling. And I don't think people recognize that it is a calling and it's hands on your life. You know, when you are 11 years old and you have the ingenuity that to get up and go to a talent show that you heard about on the radio and win the MF, that's like, what the, okay,
We
so
didn't actually win though. Usher beat us.
the
It was
Usher.
Usher Raymond. It was us and Usher Raymond at the finalists. It was me and my group versus Usher Raymond at the end of the day. And he did that end of the road by
I
Boys to Men.
love it. Did he
Yeah.
spin on him and do a Michael Jackson spin and hit him with
Boy,
the,
that boy turned up. He
did
turned
he,
up on our
did he?
ass. He
I know
turned up
he
on
did.
us.
He hit him.
We were in the talent show and we were doing Crisscross's Warm It Up Chris. We was doing Warm It Up Chris by Crisscross.
Right.
We had the crowd going, but then he came out and shut him down with that we
I always saw
belong
him look
together.
savage.
That nigga hit him with the
Oh
end of
no,
the
he
road.
started singing.
He hit him with
A
the end of the
slow one.
road and it was over. That's what made me start singing. That's what made me start
Right,
singing.
you
I'm
saw the
like, man,
panties flying.
I can't have no
So you was
R&B niggas up there.
backstage like, this little nigga.
Yeah, but that was my best friend at the time too. We were really close. So it was like seeing your brother win, but I
But
knew
not like this little nigga, like, damn.
Yeah,
But
but
like,
it was like,
looking at the audience,
damn,
that's
like, it was
part of
feeling,
your movie. That's the
right.
scene in your movie because it led you to say, this how you get the pussy?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Imagine. Yeah. Me.
It like that. Like that.
He was like,
Like
Jack, can I
that.
get some singing lessons?
Like that.
Listen,
Kind of like that.
look at that little dimple. Okay,
Kind of like
so,
that.
all right, so now you're 11. You got this deal. And how did that all work out for you at 11?
At 11, it was ups and downs.
So wait a minute. Usher got the deal. You just got they're
no,
good.
Usher ended up the deal. The whole thing was for a deal with LaFace Records, with us, which Usher ended up winning that deal.
Okay, right.
And then, but we end up getting signed to RCA Records. Like we were walking out, sad faces, and then somebody from RCA ran up on us like,
with
"Hey,
card, right?
We like them. Bring them by the office."
Right,
you know?
right.
So, and I was smart enough. Like I didn't have management at the time. My dad was a manager. So what I did was, it's gonna be crazy. It seems crazy, right? But after the show, even though we lost, we were walking out, and I was waiting for this dude by the name of I ain't gonna say his name now because I don't mess with him now. But I was waiting for a dude by the name of K to be there. Like he was supposed to be there because he was managing all these artists and stuff. And he eventually ended up managing us, but he wasn't there at the event. So when we were walking out, I seen a gold Benz pass by and something told me this was him. So I ran up to the car. I'm like 11, 12 years old. I ran up to the car and I'm like, yo, I knocked on the window and I'm like, are you such and such? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, I got a group, boom, boom. We about to leave. My parents probably gonna whoop my ass for running back here talking to you, but here's our number. Come see us tomorrow. And the nigga really pulled up the next day. So like, it was all just surreal. Like we didn't win that talent show. We were walking out. RCA ran up on us and was like, yo, come see us. We didn't have no management, but at that young age, I knew I was gonna need a manager going into that meeting with that label. So I happened to be walking back to the car of my parents, seen his car, snuck off while my parents were walking, like literally stepped back a few feet, ran to the car, gave him my info.
Do you still have that boldness as a man?
Yeah.
I'm glad you kept that.
Yeah, I'll run up on.
If I see something I want,
you
go get it.
I'm gonna go get it.
And you know, there are so many of us parents out here, you included, that want our kids to want it. But when there are hands on you, when God done laid his hands and put a purpose on your life,
you can't even, like, all this time,
parents
like,
are like
even
Jesus'
now,
parents, like, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
like,
I know he was just
even,
right here. Where'd he go? You gone. You over there being grown.
like, even
Well, not even, because there are grown men who don't have the heart.
Because it wasn't about being grown at that point. It was something that God put inside me as a young man that told me, bro, you are destined to do this shit. Like, it wasn't trying to be grown. It was me getting up and saying, Dad, Mom, this is what I'm feeling. Like,
you doing right.
Being adamant about it. Like,
how did that turn out for you and Chronic? Did they
for me,
sit on you guys? Did they
yeah, we end up getting a record deal. They gave us, some good money up front, more money than we probably seen. That money went so quick, because parents was in control of it. Just the normal story of the
So is your dad now coming around more, sniffing like maybe he does have a little bit of talent?
You know what I'm saying? Now Dad is like, all right, I'm finna manage it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna manage the kids. So he stepped up. So, Dad started getting his feet wet. He ended up managing artists. Like, I remember my dad.
Akon, you said. So you said
but
you brought Akon to him.
Even Little John and the East Side Boys, I think my dad had them before they blew up.
To the walls.
I remember Lil John being around the crib all the time.
Okay,
yeah, I remember Lil John. I remember being a kid and Lil John being at the crib all the time. Like, so I think my dad had managed Lil John and them for a minute. If I'm correct, I knew it was Akon.
So when he met Akon, where was Akon? Like coming
Akon
from Africa? Was he?
Akon lived in the complex that we lived in, and I was going to school with his brother. And his brother Boo, Boo manages Chris Brown now. He manages, T-Pain. He used to manage them. So that's my guy, Boo. So
if I know Boo, I know you, Boo, but I don't know Boo by Boo.
Yeah, Boo is Akon's brother. If you seen Akon before,
I know Boo. He looked like Akon.
Yeah, he used to date Tracy Ross.
Okay, Tracy Ross. Oh yeah. I know Boo from the magazines with Tracy, and then I did meet him with Akon. That was a
that was my family.
I really wanted those two. I wanted that to work. I really did.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. So long story short, I met I was best friends with Boo. We were real cool, and he knew that my group had a deal, whatever. And he was like, man, my brother do music, and at that young age, I was like, let me hear him. So I'm about 13, 14 at this time. And he let me hear Akon. And next thing you know, what's up, boy? What up,
Where's Derek?
Hey, so next thing you know,
where's Waldo with this one here? No,
what up, dog?
You have no.
We got the show.
Where he is right now?
I got my co-host Matt.
Hey, how you doing?
What up, dog?
Podcast.
What's up, my guy?
What's good with it?
Now we got a show, so we working.
How's it going?
I see y'all working.
I can guess where you are because I got a clue. I see a bodyguard and some pretty hair in a hotel lobby.
We're in Bakersfield, California.
Huh?
We're in Bakersfield.
Okay.
So we got a show tonight. I'm gonna zoom some of the show.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut off.
Okay, yay! I thought you said them in the shower at first. I was like, you don't have to. I love you. You said show. Yay! Yay!
This who you asked about French shows. You want to know about French Montana shows.
All these dimbles. It's a day of dimbles.
Yeah, I might cut out.
Okay, I'm being rude to my guest, Derek. I have a guest this week. Excuse you.
Zane.
Love you, boy.
Okay,
I love you too, my Jack.
Go get cute. you're not wearing that, right?
All
okay.
right, I'm gonna zoom back in.
You gonna shave a little?
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom back in.
Okay, I love you. Bye. See you in a minute.
My bad about that's the homie right there.
That's my honey bunches of oats. He wins. Okay, because you're sitting
That's
right
my guy.
Okay, so
You know,
where were we?
So long story short, you know what I'm saying, Chronic, you know, we toured around the world and
Right.
I got to experience that. I work with, you know, people like we had so many people writing for Chronic when we was kids. So we had, you know, Naughty by Nature used to write for us. We had Biggie submit a couple songs for us.
So did you guys do better overseas?
We more
Why
now
didn't
we
I
really
hear
we
about Chronic?
the farthest we got overseas was like the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, stuff like that. But like we did a lot of shows mostly like in the United States. Like we was touring the United States like a motherfucker. Like never really
like
put out a single.
For different other young
Yeah, we were open for like man, Wu-Tang Clan, fucking Biggie, Pac.
That's big arena money.
Yeah,
that's
nice. Yeah, we was
so
like some gangster rapping kids. You know.
So you were putting it to the side for your future. So did you decide to go to college, or how did you end up?
I always wanted to go to college, but by the time I got a chance to go to college, I was already famous. So like it was hard. It was hard to go to college at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I totally get it. So now you're in this group. What made you go solo, or how did you become Little Zane?
Just the group end up, you know, growing up as a kid, you know, with the pressures of everything that come with the industry. Some people just, you know, my brother chose to go into like arts and crafts. The other member of the group, which was my cousin, his family moved to Florida and he got into sports real heavy. And I was kind of just like left in Atlanta, like, okay, what I'm gonna do? Like, I wasn't really a sports type nigga. Like I like sports, but I wouldn't really play sports like that. But you know, so I just kept doing music. I like writing a lot.
Interesting, coming from the perspective of a mother. And, you know, there's so many people listening that, you know, have fantasies of their children becoming artists like yourself. And the fact that there were, I'm assuming 3 people in your group, there were 3 of you, and each of you saw something different in the experience. And 1/3 of the group decided to take it and make it a career. I think that speaks volumes to the fact that it was in your heart off top. You know what I mean? It was your thing. It was always your anointment. And
sometimes you could, and if I get what you're saying, it's like sometimes parents will see like, you know, or even cousins, or, you know, you'll see somebody doing something and you push your kid to do that.
Right.
But it might not necessarily be something they want to do or something they really got the passion
for. And you find that a lot, because I experienced it a lot growing up, because I was always, like I said, I started young too on this journey. And cousins and aunties always trying to, I guess, compete. I don't know, but like you said, you know, they'll see you doing it and they'll put their kid and try to, you know, put that pressure on their child to be you. And they can't be you, you know.
And then like even now, like people see me like on the show, like even like now with the new stuff I got going on. Like I got a new show right now coming out.
A new show, what?
And
so like now you're acting? Okay, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. You're taking too long. You're acting now. We have to get all the way to this. Oh my gosh. Look, you're looking at me like, I thought you knew. Yeah, I'm acting.
No.
Okay.
But just going off what
I'm so excited.
When people see you act or whatever, like they'll be like, well, yo, try to put me in something. And you be like, dog, you know how much I hustle for this? Like basically like.
And you know, there's a part of me that gets offended because I've been doing this 25 years and I have friends that'll be like, yeah, you know, I came and I'm gonna do this and I'm taking a meeting with Sally Sue and Womb Bear Womb. And you'll be like, okay. And they'll be like, they don't ask you your advice or they don't, you know, and then they'll come back and be like, womp womp. You know, because Hollywood, if she could, baby.
Hollywood, if she could. I like that's like that. It'll chew you and spit you out. People think it's so easy to just come in Hollywood and just go crazy.
Just do the dang on thing. But
like shout out to you too. Like you like, you know what I'm saying? You done kick the doors for women too. Like,
oh, honey,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I am here. This is to me a whole new way of reinventing myself. This podcast, trying to keep up with what the latest thing is in the industry. And at the same time, have fun, get to know people like you that I've always been a fan of, and let us get to know you as well. So I don't want to, okay, let's go back. I'm too excited. So then you become Little Zane. The singing.
I end up getting a solo. I end up working for like, you know, for a couple of years, maybe about 4 or 5 years. You know, the group broke up. Fast forward, the group broke up, you know, not really broke up, but just went separate ways. Like, I wouldn't say break up. It was just everybody just kind of went their separate ways. And I end up, you know, just staying in the studio, writing and stuff. I would, you know, try to be around music as much as I can. And I end up lucking up again. And I ran into the same guy that I ran into at that gold BMW. That gold Benz. I ran into him again, and this time he was doing some bigger things, and he had 112. He was managing 112 and stuff. So I'm like, yo, I'm ready again, dog. This time,
I remember the guy that was managing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So then, you know, just for legal rights, I don't say his name, but like, you know,
I just get visions of.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So then I run into him again, which was a blessing, you know, shout out. You know, I ran into him again and he was doing this thing with 112. And I just, again, preparation meets opportunity. I was just ready. You know what I'm saying?
You got on their track.
He came to the crib again, was like, you know, checked out my situation, was like, wanted to hear my songs. I had 50,000 songs. He was like, damn, this nigga ready. So, you know, we ended up linking up again. And, you know, he put me with 112. And then from there, you know, things just took off after that.
So now let's fast forward, because you don't like to talk about your love life. And you did say that you have kids, and you have been with the woman that Wikipedia thinks you're married to. So I'm just saying.
Oh no, Wikipedia is that's what you was talking about? Like Wikipedia. Yeah,
I looked you up.
Wikipedia, no. I read that too. Like Wikipedia is so
I know they be getting it all wrong, don't they? They got me being a stand-up comedian. I wish. I'm just.
And somebody told me I could go in there and change it and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I did.
If you know me as a person,
well, now I know you. And
I really could give two damns what people really think about me.
Because in all honesty, my husband and I, the first time we got married, we did it for ourselves on Halloween and just said, we married, I love you. Then my mama said, no, that ain't good enough.
I'm talking about even just as far as just everything, just like as far as like, you know what I'm saying, just as far as where I'm from and just everything. Like Wikipedia has been wrong about a lot of stuff. So like one day I'm eventually get in there and like.
So you know, as an actress, it is like killing me not to be able to discuss this with you. So we got to talk about it now. So when did you start acting? When did you make that first leap?
I first started acting. I started out in theater when I was like 14. I did a theater. I did a theatrical play.
All right now. Okay.
I did a theatrical play. You know what I'm saying? I caught the acting bug. And then after I got on with the music game, I was in New York one time doing MTV, and they was doing an interview. They was doing like auditions across the street, and they happened to be auditioning for that Finding Forrester with Sean Connery, and I just walked in there like, yo, let me get audition, man. Like playing around. Let me get audition, and they took it serious. Like they was like, come on in here, and they gave me a little quick line to read. I read that shit, and the next thing you know, I was doing the Finding Forrester movie.
You know what? I'm hanging up the phone. You are a movie star.
So now
Sean Connery, that's huge.
Rest in peace, Sean Connery. Yeah, that was my first movie I did.
That's international.
Busta Rhymes was in it. Everybody was in that movie. The same people that produced Good Will Hunting produced that.
Were you Forrester?
No,
No.
no. Sean Connery is Finding Forrest.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll go watch
I
it
had a
now.
small little.
I'm sure I watched it back. It
I
was
had
in the
a. No,
90s.
I had a small little part in it, like. But I was
I
in that.
probably auditioned for it. It was
I
in the
was in that.
90s.
I was in that motherfucker though. Like, I had a small little part in there. No, to me it was small, but it was still. I was seen in that joint.
No, baby, you
I had
are in
talking
a
part. I had
Sean
talking part.
Connery film. I was just watching Sean. When that Sean Connery and Cannonball Run? Oh, sorry, that was Roger Moore. Never mind.
Nah, I know he was. No, he was the original 007 though.
Right, Sean.
James Bond. He was the original James Bond. Sean
He's
Connery.
my James Bond.
Yeah.
I think yours is probably Roger Moore.
The other dude, that Daniel dude.
Daniel ain't yours. He's a millennial.
Which one was mine? Which one was mine?
You got to be Roger Moore. Are you
Roger Moore?
past 35?
I didn't really get into the 007.
Are you 35? You're not 35 yet?
For me?
Uh-huh.
I'm forever young.
Okay, then you can have Daniel Craig. You can have Daniel Craig.
No, but that's the really one I remember, because when I
that's the only one. Well,
when I really did get into,
you'll be the next one.
Let's
claim that.
I only know Sean Connery's 007 because my mom, when I came home and told her who I was doing the movie with, she went. My grandma, my mom. That's what I'm like. My grandma, my mom went crazy. Like, you with Sean Connery?
Do you know who you be in the movie with?
I didn't know at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then,
sexy.
My grandmother, rest her soul, rest her soul, and my grandmother loves some Sean Connery though.
Yes, and I'm taking that as a compliment because I am probably the age that your parents would be, because they had kids young. You know what I'm saying? Back then,
my mom had me when
younger.
She was like, my mom had me when she was like 17, 18.
Right.
Like that.
So yes, I am mom. I am mama. So now, what are you doing acting wise? Let's talk about how you're finding the acting game now.
Yeah, right now I'm writing scripts. I got a show on YouTube right now called The Bottom. It's a web series. We're actually up for a Bronze Lens Award right now.
Congratulations.
It's with me, Karan Riley from 35 and Ticking. My man Nav Green is in it. Right. Who else? It's a couple people that Lim Collins.
Is something that you wrote on?
I'm producing on it. Yeah, I produce on it.
So how's it going? How are you finding the producing game?
Oh, dope.
Because when Sean Connery, all you had to do was show up.
Oh yeah, the producing game is like different because now it's like I'm behind the scenes. I go as far as like I've been directing my own like little shorts and preparing to start.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm preparing to. I done wrote about 20 scripts now, so like I'm preparing to shoot one of my first scripts. And I do like all from the casting to the scouting and all. I like to do everything from the ground up. And you're gonna direct
it as well.
Yeah, but I still, I want it to be big. So I'm gonna delegate stuff, and I'm gonna have a big.
If you do direct it, have a great DP, a great cinematographer, someone that's experienced, and has your back, and you can communicate well with, so that they can get your vision on screen. I'm glad that you found that.
And that's what I'm doing on like the independent side, just like.
And how is YouTube treating you? Are you doing it independently through YouTube, or are you I think YouTube has a network now or something? Are you doing it?
Yeah, it started out just something. It started out just something we were just doing to play around with, but then we end up doing 4 episodes. It ended up being more so. But right as I was about to get deep into it, I end up booking the BMF series. I'm working with 50 Cent right now on this new BMF series. So like I didn't really get a chance to really get crazy into it. Like,
y'all didn't know Black Mafia Family. What?
Yeah, it's a new TV show about to be on. It's a new TV show coming out on Star.
Congratulations. Yes. That's huge. I am a fan of the Black, because I think his deal is with Stars, because all his power and the spinoffs are also on Stars. So
Yeah.
I am very excited that someone is telling the Black Mafia family story.
Me too.
And
Me too.
that their brothers allowing
Yeah.
it to be told, collectively and in unity. That's the story
Now
right
it's gonna
there.
be a good story. It's gonna be like people really gonna enjoy this this
Focus
TV
on the
show.
love. That's all I want to say.
It
'Cause
comes out.
that's gonna
It
be a
comes
good
out
one.
on September 26th
Oh, you
too
already
at 9
shot it?
o'clock.
You guys
Yeah, it
shot it
comes out
already?
September
Oh,
26th.
wow. How
Yeah.
was that experience?
Oh, it was amazing, man. Definitely working with 50 was great.
And
You
who
know,
do
you
you
got
play? Does 50 direct it?
he actually did direct a couple episodes. Yeah.
Oh, it's a TV
Yeah.
show.
It's a TV show. Yeah.
And who do you play?
I play a character named Saki.
Saki. And who is Saki?
Saki is
Like
just
the Japanese wine sake?
nah.
No.
Saki is
Like
like
some socks on your feet?
Nah, Saki is like
Okay.
Saki just, he one of the crew members, he one of the crew members that just don't play no games, you know what I'm saying? He about his business, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
he be holding Meech and them down. So like,
So who plays the brothers, Meech and Terry?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, Meech and Terry, Big Meech is played by his son, Lil Meech, and his actual son. So that's really dope. He's really good too.
They're
Like
doing that Ice Cube thing.
yeah, it is.
Denzel thing.
He's
Yes,
really good too.
nepotism in the house. That's why we work so hard, right? Right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Hell yeah.
who's playing Terry?
And Terry's being played by Da Vinci. Da Vinci, he also played on that show All American. So he's one of the characters on All American that's on Netflix. It's a huge show on Netflix right now.
Yeah,
so like,
I'm familiar with it.
yeah,
Okay.
so them two killing it. Like they play Terry and Meech, and you just see
I can't wait to be on. Like that, I am going to be in front of the TV with my popcorn. Like, yes, that's exciting, and it's a period piece.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's why
Are
I
you
was
guys
excited
doing
to
all
play.
that dang on jumping around from this season to that century to this when they was a little boy and back to this and that?
You gotta watch the show.
I hate that. That is such a new way
Put
to
it this way. Did you like, okay,
telling it from the beginning to the end.
Let me ask you this. Did you like Power?
Yes. When I
Did
stopped watching it.
Did you like
I
Raising
love
Kanan?
Power. I really like Power.
Do you like Raising Kanan?
I haven't seen it, but I think that black lady is beautiful.
Well, look,
I like Power, and then I think 50 Cent died, and I didn't watch it anymore.
Well, in this one right here.
But even though I know the money go to 50 Cent, I just think 50 Cent brings something. He brought something to the table, and then they changed the whole schematic, and now the mama. I tried to watch a few episodes of is this Power 2 with the little girl Notori, her, and she, and I just, but
she said Turner.
I'm trying. Mama trying. I'm trying to get these names right. I'm trying. But no, I'm not. I can't say I'm into Power. Power, I can't really relate to it.
Well, just know this show about to be. This show about to be bigger than all of them.
Yeah, because I can relate to that. That's my era of drug dealers. Like I never got to meet them. Drug dealers never liked me, y'all, when I was young. My ass wasn't big enough back then. I'm just playing. Now I'm married, but it's too late. Y'all missed the boat. But drug dealers, they loved all my girlfriends. Like all my girlfriends be like, bow, 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 bow. So I got a lot of free meals from drug dealers. And I just played wingman and they be my best friend. I give books. Because DC, I went to Howard. DC, it was nothing but drug dealers. And all the people I know want to see that story. Yeah. Not just the fact that it's BMF, but they're tired of seeing these big baller Scarface drug dealer movies when they want to see themselves, the little man, you know, making it to being that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's
They
why
want to see
I
the
want to
story. They
see
want
it
to see the whole story.
chronologically. I want
And
to
the shit
see
that
how they can't look, how handsome you look. That is a different guy, y'all. You look so handsome.
I don't got no haircut
Very
yet.
handsome. I like your hair. You got it all cut off. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very pretty. If you put some gel on it, you look like you had an ultra perm. But I know you ain't gonna do all of that. Put a gel on your mustache. Ooh, be fancy.
Rico Suave, Rico Suave.
Okay, like ooh.
Rico Suave.
Okay, so that doesn't look like the concert. That looks like you're still in a hotel.
Yeah, I'm in a hotel right now.
Okay, so we're still in the hotel.
Yeah, go back to the 9:45.
Now you do know our boy Kurupt gets his corrupt way in Philadelphia, which is where I am right now.
I've seen that.
Tomorrow.
I've seen that.
You are aware of that, right? So
Nah.
You're not. Tomorrow it's like a big, huge, gigantic deal. Like,
oh wow,
all of Philly is coming out. It's like, yeah, the mayor, he's gonna get a key and some more stuff. So they're in Philly right now. So you know he's taking meetings and fancy.
That's dope.
And isn't that dope?
That's dope.
Oh, wow.
That's like my uncle got that at 90. You know?
Who's your uncle? Who's your uncle?
I have two uncles. One got it in South Carolina, and my other uncle got it in Philly. In Philly! Yes, he's a professional football player. His name is Walter Livingston, and he played with, who did he play with, that man, that white man, D? That famous white man? But what was the man that it was called the AFL before it was the NFL, and this was the 50s. So he played with some university, Joe or somebody. You don't remember his name?
No name.
No, he played before him. So yeah, so I know what it is. It's a big deal. But all the people that I know that have gotten it have received it at an old age, you know. And Kurupt is only in his 40s. So being honored by having the street you grew up on named for you is huge. It means that, you know, you've done, you're doing, and we see you. We see you. You are definitely our son. So we were just talking to our boy over here because I'm a huge fan of the BMF. And did you know Zane was starring in BMF, which is coming on? Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't know. Well, I am glad that I am informed because I've been a fan of the BMF for a while. I watched, you know, all the documentaries. You know, I remember the urban legend of them when I was coming up in the 90s in DC. So did you get to meet them? Any of the original BMF guys? I figured you would. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
You got to meet the brothers, everybody?
Yeah, definitely.
And then, you know, okay. I'm just asking. I didn't know.
You know,
like that's
what's dope about it. Like being able to play in the show with some being able to play in a show about some dudes that you actually ran across and had a chance to kick it with and stuff like that. So you get
to meet the guy that you are?
I'm not really allowed to say that, but like definitely
it's a Force is like, yeah, Paul, you can't ask that. Why? I'm like, because I mean, they say go back and arrest somebody from.
There's definitely the realest elements to this show that you could think. There's definitely every element to this show. We try to keep it as authentic as possible. 50 did a great job. 50 did a great job at keeping it very authentic. Him and Tasha Smith.
baby. Oh, I love Tasha. That's my honey. We started together. Yes.
That's my baby.
So Tasha's directing it.
Yes.
So I know she got some performances out, you brothers.
You know she did.
That is special because that to me is what makes all the difference in the world. And I remember someone coming on here, I think it was Rappper, and saying that to Kurupt, something to Kurupt to the effect of, before you start acting or I start submitting you for roles, or suggesting you for roles, you ought to take a couple acting classes. And I thought to myself, that's not necessary nowadays because there are people like Tasha who are paid to direct or come on set. Look, don't mess up the quality of our show because you want to do what you doing down there, Derek. I hear the reverb. But like Tasha, who will bring the skill out of you once you're on the set. Like, I'm saying that to all the rappers or celebrities or whoever you are that think that you have to go take a whole bunch of acting classes, but you don't. You can go, what is innate in a lot of people will be useful in the role, especially a role like Black Mafia Family. They want someone who is authentic, like Derek, or like your friend back there, Dimples. And I think having someone like Tasha on set brings the integrity up 100% because we can trust that the performances will be there. Right?
I definitely agree with that. Like, because she brings it out of you, man. Like, Tasha's the best director I ever worked with, definitely, hands down. Like, she just brings it. She brings it out of you. So if you watched her work, you can imagine like her bringing the way she acts, her bringing that to the directing side.
Tasha is literally
just everything.
The first friend I made when I moved out here to Los Angeles. Like, Robert Townsend put me under Tasha. He was like, okay, Tasha, take her. And so, I got to meet Sidra, her twin, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I got acclimated to LA because of Tasha. So yeah, I know Tasha, honey. I now miss Tasha. That's my honey too. So yes, and the fact that she's a woman, I was impressed with what she did with Little Shorty, the movie that she did with Little Mama.
Yeah, When Love Kills. When Love Kills.
I enjoyed that.
And that's how I met Tasha. Like, that was my first time working with Tasha. And she seen in me. I think I had like one line in that movie.
Oh, you're in When Love Kills?
Yes.
Oh, I like that movie. I really enjoyed that movie.
I played the DJ.
You were great. See, you're like me. You're right now supporting. So they call us character actors. So we're thankless. We don't get, the love, but we support and hold up the leads. So, and you'll work forever. I'm good. I don't like nobody outside my house. I don't need all of that. I just want the check, and that's a beautiful thing, to be humble enough to be a support to the other people who are carrying on the major load of work. Because it ain't easy, Zane.
I feel like when that lead comes, I'm gonna be
You'll be ready.
for it.
Yes.
It's gonna be crazy.
You'll be ready.
I got some roles.
It might be you producing it. Don't get caught up.
That definitely.
A lot of actors get caught up in that. I only want it because they want me, and kind of feel like producing their own stuff is beneath getting cast by some major. It's all beauty. It's all work. It's all a gift, and it's all an opportunity.
Right.
So I look at it
just as important. Thank you. I look at it just as important as like booking like a big major movie. It's like when I produce my movie,
it is as important.
I put just as much into it. I'm gonna put just as much into it.
You guys will get invited to the Golden Globes, just like I'm putting it in the universe. the SAG Awards. I wouldn't because
we going for that. We going for that Emmy, man. BMF. We going for that.
Okay,
Emmy, right?
y'all want the Emmy? We put it in the universe. That's what you want. That's what you're going for.
Oh, it's already got. We're gonna get that.
There you have it. Emmy. I mean, we've been nominated for a daytime Emmy like twice in a row on the A House Divided. So anything is possible.
Wow.
I never
Congratulations.
And I'm like, oh, we are? Okay, cool. So I've won awards.
Wow.
You are with company that are ready to win. It just has to be the right vehicle that they can get behind and they can, you can push. Because Tasha is primed and so is 50, and it's time, for accolades and the acknowledgement.
Them two together.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, love.
Like when you win an Emmy, do all y'all win an Emmy? Like, do all y'all win?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, only if it's like best show, best drama. You guys would probably be up for best drama.
That's what we're going for.
Nowadays, they're saying that only the producers get to speak, because when we got nominated this past time, because of the coronavirus, we all had to meet at a hotel room and do an acceptance speech, but only one person could speak, but the whole cast showed up, the wardrobe, makeup, everybody, the boom guy. It was about 50 people in the room, and only our producer, Dan Garcia, spoke. Lisa Ray was there. We were all there. We didn't win, but I'll probably air that footage because we did have a nice acceptance speech. And, that's the way they're doing it now. They're nominating, like, even shout out to my baby. I've been really holding off on saying anything about the underground because one of mine is in it. And, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But the underground has been nominated in that same way where they nominate the whole show, but none of the actors. But it's a blessing. And it's time. And we're ready for the Tashas in the 50s, the Me and the Kurupts, that's it. I'm just playing. The Beyoncé's and the Jennies, the you and whatever day of the week it is, lady, you got. No, I'm just playing in case some of them are watching.
Nah, but you're right though. Like it definitely is time for that the real, like I just like where TV is going. Like what 50's doing with the For Life and with the Power and the Canaan, the Raise the Canaan. Like it's just bringing that realness to TV and
that money. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because TV was running out of money, and especially Black film was running out of funding. And if they don't see that we are capable of pulling off our own shows on major subscription networks like Stars, they're not going to keep giving us these opportunities. And 50 is killing the game for all of us. And I'm thankful because all of his scripts speak to all of us, and that's what I was trying to tell you. Like, all my boys are like, I'm tired of watching Scarface niggas on TV. That's not our reality. I want to see me. I don't be Scarface and I don't live in no big mansion in Miami. I want to see my reality of how I started off, like Snow on the Bluff. I always use that as an example of, people want to see what really goes down when you're just a trap kid or whatever they call themselves, a plug, whatever, So I'm excited.
It's a corner boy.
Okay. Corner boy. Right. So it's the story of how a corner boy became a king.
Yeah.
2 corner boys became kings.
Okay. We're really not corner boys, but just like, just people want to see that story of like how you started, like how that's what BMF is. It's going to give you how it started and how it, takes you back to the beginning.
Now, the cops can't come get y'all in any trouble.
Nah, it's been 20 years.
Right. So it's all good. because you know you were like, I can't tell you who my character is because I don't want to.
I mean, some of these people are still living and still moving around. So a lot of names was changed to where we don't even know some of the names that are real. It's like a lot of names is, just like you read that little thing in the beginning of the movies.
Right, exactly. Oh, it's so exciting. I'm very excited for you. Okay, so have you been doing a lot of press for this? And what's up next for you now that you've got a job, which I know as an actor feels so good to you? Being able to say, I know, because I'm claiming you guys are getting second, third season already. It's already a done deal. Yeah, like that's a come on now. I do away with power to give y'all a second and third. If he has to, God forbid, let's not even put that into existence. But sometimes you got to negotiate like that. But unless you giving them up some money too. But it's all good. Whatever's going on, I'm thankful it's going on and y'all going on. So yes, it as an actor, how do you feel knowing that you're in a project after all that you've been through from the first movie when you were a kid and just happened to mosey on into to today working with two of the biggest names in Hollywood, not just Black Hollywood, but Hollywood, and being a part of one of the most anticipated gangster stories ever to be made? How's it feel?
I think it's an amazing feeling. I think it's it's gonna be historic. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be inspirational. I think to walk around and I watch shows like Snow, like like
yes,
like the top shows like
yes,
the
Snowfall.
Wire,
Yes.
The Wire, Snowfall, all that type shows. Like
yeah.
So these characters,
like those.
you don't even know their real name. You just know them as like that character. So it's like I can imagine like years down the line, some little kid, with me soccer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like how I used to be Farrah Fawcett when we played Charlie's Angels. Well, I really hope they don't want to play BMF on the playground. I want to be Saki.
Okay.
I want to be me.
I meet y'all at the show. Get ready.
Oh wait, okay. Your boy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We see you in 5 seconds. So, okay, all right. 5 seconds. Okay. Hey, Sissy. Okay, I thought the boy would be all right there.
There you go. That's Lisa.
That Lily.
Lisa.
Lily, you're upside down, baby. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. We can't hear you.
Okay, so y'all getting the house together for us. I see.
Wait, hold on.
That's real cute. Ooh. She went away. That's okay. Okay, you coming right back?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet y'all. At the show, and I'll zoom in so y'all can see it.
Break a leg, but not for real.
Hey, I don't mean to cut it short either, but I got some things going on too. So some people about to pull up.
Really, you're not gonna say congratulations to Gotti. You're just gonna leave.
No, I definitely want to say when do we say we're gonna record it?
We're live.
Where he at?
We're live. He gone. Okay. Well, okay. I am honored.
He never came on. I didn't see him.
I know, but something happened and it went weird. And honey, modern technology.
No, I already know.
Nothing but love.
I already know. Hey, I congratulated him on his IG too. So I seen that early on IG. I think that's real dope.
You showed mad love showing up. I'm showing mad love to you by just letting you know that I'll be keeping you in my prayers. I'm glad we got another one, y'all, in the acting game. Another one.
Thank you.
Another one.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm thankful for the love. I'm thankful for you, my brother. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
I was trying to kind of keep it going to get our boy. There we go. You had to at least say
Yeah.
hi.
Can you hear me
I'm
now?
here with Cootie K.
And
Cootie
I
K.
could hear
Cootie
you
K.
then.
This is
Yo.
Cootie Kurupt, Cootie
Yeah.
Kurupt.
What's up,
Cootie
boy?
Kurupt.
Congratulations,
Zane,
man.
what up, cuz?
What's up,
Zane
boy?
know
Boy,
about Cootie K, you got
congratulations.
sprayed on and wipe it off.
No,
Yeah, you did.
no.
You see where I am?
Cootie Kurupt, Cootie Kurupt.
Cootie
Do you
K.
know where I am, guys?
Oh,
I'm in Philly.
Who
you're
are
in
you, Paula?
Philly.
What is this skyline?
That's Philly.
The Philly skyline.
Hey, y'all come to see this Philadelphia shit.
She in that Philly.
We just wanted to give you your flowers, Kurupt. Zane has
Yes,
to
sir.
go, but he wanted to make sure that we give you the love.
Congratulations, big bro.
Tomorrow's a big day. Hey.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
You know, Zane, that's my killer. I love you,
I
man.
know Zane acting like he gotta
Yo,
go.
congratulations.
I had to
Well,
throw
we
my
wanna
love
hear
big bro.
See what I'm
all the
saying.
details about
All right, I'm
tomorrow.
gonna let you say.
I love you, Zane. Will you come back once the show airs so I can
Hello,
ask
Zane.
you all the questions I
Hey.
want? You see,
Hey.
Zane?
What's up, y'all? How
He
y'all
fancy
doing?
mama girl.
What's
What's
up?
What's up? How y'all doing?
I'm so happy to see you. You
What's
look
up, bro?
good,
Bro,
man.
what's good with it?
That's my
Oh,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
He said,
How
what
you
up, Zane?
been?
What's good, family? What's good?
What's up, boy?
Hey, my
Good
boy
to
got that.
see
My
you,
boy got that
man.
street named after him.
Yes.
I said my dog got that street named after him.
Philly. That's right.
God is
That's right.
good.
All
God
the
is
time.
good. Angie, you remember when Zane was young, him and Scotty?
Yes.
They used to run amok.
Yes. Over there in Marina
How
Del
you
Rey.
been?
Right.
Yes. I
You know,
remember.
you already know. You
And
already
he
know.
was such a gentleman. You was a gentleman.
Oh,
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
was.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
You guys
It's
make
good
my
to see you
sister.
too.
That's so love.
Absolutely.
Where did they hear
How
the
are
Amazing.
you? I'm sorry over there.
Hey, baby.
Your sister,
How
your
you
big
doing?
sis, Paula.
All right.
see
Oh,
you.
that's Paula.
Yes,
Girl,
you know I look
look so
different every time
youthful.
you
You
see
got
me.
that youth juice.
Oh, girl. Okay, I'll take it. You got it.
You got it. You got it.
You got it. I love you,
Yeah.
baby.
Good.
I like, thank you. Making me blush over her.
Hey, I'm just
What's
saying,
up?
if the young is only new.
I
This is all
see.
it takes
It's
is
the
to
last
drink some
concert.
water and smiling.
Oh, baby. Put your pretty
Absolutely.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah,
So
thank
I'm
you.
chilling in Philly. So we
Oh,
can
you here?
support your brother. Yeah, no, just the skyline. You
Oh,
might
sweet.
have
That's
to
cool. We appreciate.
sit down. Yes, have a seat. Let's talk about Kurupt. Let's talk about him. I'm juiced with you. Zane is trying to leave us. Can you believe it?
Who?
Just when family gets on Zane.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
She might have.
don't say it.
Are you
Don't say
aware
it like.
that
No, don't
he
say it
is
like that.
starring
Because
in the Black Mafia Family TV show?
BMF.
No.
Yes. Produced by
Congratulations.
50 Cent.
50 Cent in the building.
Hey,
my
50.
dog.
Congratulations.
So we,
Congratulations.
you know,
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
celebrating him too. But
Zane was, hey, Paula, sis, Zane was just at the house, my house in Vegas, me and Lily's.
Like about 2
Really?
weeks ago.
doing what? Love.
I mean, what we do best.
You know, I'm
Chilling.
trying to find inquiring minds want to know.
Chilling.
Okay, turn it up. How
We was just
cool.
chilling.
That's nice. Okay, well, you know, get our room together for the 27th when we come out there to see who we seeing. Some French Montana.
That's
French
right.
Montana. But before
In the
that,
building.
we've got so many things to be thankful for. You, Kurupt.
Absolutely.
You, Kurupt. Can we talk about, this is your moment, brother. I really want to talk about how it all came about. How did you find out? What did they say? Did the mayor call like, excuse me, man, speak to Kurupt Gotti, please? I mean, how did that happen? How did they? Did the
Well,
letter
it was
certified mail?
it was the commissioner Doodles, the commissioner of the town, and my cousin TQ and Terry. Terry was the key, my cousin TQ. But mainly it was my little cousin, I should say, my little cousin Kamar. He hit me one day and said, "Hey man, this is what they want to do for you. They want just to give you this shine. We love you here in Darby Township." And his mama and Doodles, Marvin, our commissioner of the town, they all came together and wanted to present this. So I put him in touch with my sister Angie. Angie got in touch with him and they brought it to the table. Such a great honor. Yeah.
It really is. And when they suggested it, what was your initial, reaction to that? You know, we think, or I'm sure you thought when you first heard your record on the radio, wow. But did you think you would experience something as life-changing as being immortalized in this way? You know, when you were living in the house as a kid, that's deep. Like, it's a beautiful thing, a beautiful deep. And for your mom, talk about that too.
Well, you know, I never thought it would get to that level. It's a shocker to me. You know, the biggest thing about it is the only thing missing is my mama. She was the one. She raised us all and made sure we had all we could have, and my mama was the key. The whole town loves my mama, and that's a part of it too. You know, it ain't just about me; it's about my family and what we represent in this community. Since we were babies and raised here, before I moved to California, and I was raised to become a man in California, but as a child, yeah, being here in TWIP 2-5, you know, that's what shaped me as an MC, as an artist, and a great childhood. I had a great childhood, you know, and then Angie was born, and her head was bigger than mine when I was born, so we knew she was gonna be a genius. She had that buffalo head, you know, and her head was so big.
That's me too. They're not wrong. You own it, girl. That's okay.
There's a brain inside there.
Thank you. We need space.
Hey, look, and then my mama gave me the privilege of giving her middle name. First, my mama said, "What do you want to name her, Ricky?" And I was like, "Linda." And she was like, "Oh, wait, okay."
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, you know, okay, good. Matter of fact, we're gonna name her Angelica. She is Angel. And we'll get, you know what, Ricky, you can name her middle name. Her middle name will be Linda. And I said, ooh, because I was thinking about the Wiz, the Good Witch, Linda.
Oh,
her name's no Glinda. Her name was Glinda.
Okay, I thought you might have been thinking of Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
No,
back
no Wonder Woman.
She was.
Yeah, no white people.
You mean Glinda? Well, Glinda
it was
white.
Glinda, right? It was Glinda.
But you meant from the
kid, as a kid, I was like Linda.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Linda. Ebonics, you know what I'm saying? Go for stove.
Yes.
Right, but it was Linda. That was just stuck in my head. And I was really thinking about Glinda the Good Witch of the Wiz. But I said Linda. My mama liked it. But this is where we grew up at right here. I gave mama things. She never let them go. You see my plaques is up.
I see.
Be honest with you.
I thought it was your house, and then I remembered you in Philly. Got me these plaques. Well, it looks beautiful.
Well, your you know, like Streets is a mother right there. You know what I'm saying? That was given by Entre, Joe Marone, Tyrone, and them, and all the Entre family gave me that one. Over there, Tyrese got that for me for my contribution to Moment of Truth with Gangstar, rest in peace, Guru.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When me and Rage did the You Know My Steve's remix. Okay. This is the Death Row Legacy plaque. Tyrese got that for me. You know what I'm saying? And then we got those over there. Rhyme of Reason, we got Corruption. Corruption came from Mantra, but Tyrese got me the Woo Wops. you know, and when he
I don't
hollered at,
understand. How did he get him for you?
well, he hollered at RIAA, and he hollered at him and said, I want to give a gift because it was a birthday present. I want to give a gift to my brother. It was a brother. Yeah, and he said, Kurupt. And it was like, oh, okay. Because I had him before. Death Row gave me my plaques for Death Row. Mantra was like,
but you lose them and moving and,
yeah, I lost them.
Right. And
Zane, where your plaques at? I know you lost them, didn't you?
Yeah, I lost a few plaques, but I gotta get in touch with Tyrese.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. See, Paula, I'm not alone.
But that's a beautiful, thoughtful gift. That wins our boy some cool points.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Tyrese did that. Hey, surprised me on my birthday and just popped out a gang of the plaques. First thing I did was take it to my mama in Philly. Said, here, Mom. And Mama, she always kept them and put them up.
Yeah, especially coming from Tyrese, too. That's, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I was probably like, and look what Tyrese got my baby. And then, this is the movie he was in.
Oh, look at this right here. I don't know. Angie was here.
Angie, being proud of you. Angie, let's brag on your brother. Let him know, because he acts like he just doesn't see how much the love has always, the support.
Oh, yeah. Need his flowers. And I'm just so glad he's getting them. It's so well deserved, long overdue. His longevity and his running, his game. It's just, I don't know, there's no word to describe it. Because people don't get those type of opportunities. So I'm very proud of him. And if Mommy was here, he already knows she'd be proud. Because she watched all the movies. I don't care when they came on, even if she was asleep. The movies would be on, and she just making sure he get them, the checks is coming in.
Zane was around, Mama.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
Definitely.
Yeah.
David was going crazy. Roscoe was going nuts. And, him and Zane, they was just young and having fun. Mm-hmm. Zane was around my mama, rest in peace. The key to our castle, you know what I'm saying? And we still here, so that's that's the
good. You guys have
it.
a good camera. We're gonna need to record our show on that on Monday. So make sure you bring that Monday.
The real deal.
When we yes, baby.
I'll break it down to
Let me share something with you real quickly. My mother told Ricky that she had a dream that he was going to be called, that his name actually was going to be changed to Incorruptible.
He did.
And I feel like with this street name and every dedication, that's exactly what's happening. So, it's the manifestation of all things.
And you know what I was thinking when you just said that? You gave me chills because I just had a future vision of your house being, deemed a historical place, in the same way that in the same way that Shakespeare's house, where he lived, and some of all the other great penmen of the times throughout history have had their homes turned into museums and historical monuments. So, this is just the beginning, brother. And I know, because you were talking to me yesterday, like you didn't like it, when it's from God, like I always say, it's like falling off of a log. You don't have to prepare. You don't have to make no choice. It just happens because you deserve it. Everybody is seeing this moment, but they haven't seen what got you to this moment. And you own this, baby. This is you. These are all the moments that you have been living up to. Yes.
God is good. God is good.
One of these days, you're going to be in the pulpit. Don't nobody see it, though, but me. I think I'm the only one that see you in the pulpit one of these days.
I'm gonna be like my Uncle Ron.
Yes, exactly.
On my mom.
Right.
I'm going to be just like Uncle Ron. And Mace.
That's what I'm
like Mace and Uncle Ron.
Oh, no, Mace is great. I had no idea Mace was ministering now.
Yes, he been ministering. Boy, Mace said, man, he playing no game.
Yeah.
He gave his life to God, to the Lord. And, he's been doing great ever since. You know what I'm saying? And that's the change.
I'm excited about tomorrow. Do you know your itinerary? What's the day looking like? What are you wearing? What's you wake up in the morning? Is there a parade?
Well, one thing I want to do say is, Paula, you know, I feel like I haven't given it up enough because you had to check me on it. Like, what the fuck, man? And I was like, okay, Paula. So I've been doing interviews all day, and I made sure that I let them know about Paula Jai Kurupt. We in the building. I had no idea that my little brother was...
that is, I am your work wife.
Right. You did.
No, you gotta have
my
a
wife
partner.
loves it.
You gotta have
and my
a
wife
partner.
and my wife
And
loves
your wife is your real wife. She
yeah,
the
but
one
she loves it. She's
that
like,
get all the snotty nose and all the, you know, hold you down.
Right.
I don't have to blow your nose.
Right. You know, sometimes, I mean, yeah, we men, man, sometimes we need our nose blown.
That's what she
I'm just saying.
I am Sir Nose.
I mean, Sir Nose.
So,
the nose knows.
Okay. So,
and, yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Why? But yeah,
congratulations for real, big bro. That's like,
know
that's
how
big,
deep
bro.
I'm sorry, Zane, I'm not cutting you off. I'm telling you how deep the congratulation goes because he's got some major things coming out, you know, that, and yes, he is bringing me along. I'll be right there holding you down, my brother, your sis, Angie, your brother, all of us got your back because it takes.
Well, you know, it's crazy you brought that up because I'm talking with Sean and I was going to let him know this great news. Paula wants to come a part of our reality show, Lily and Gotti. And she wants to be a part of the executive production staff and her move up.
Say no more.
Well, you know, it's not just like I'm pulling it out of my butt.
That's
like,
an honor.
I am the one that pitched it to you years ago.
You did.
And made a pilot for you. Got a pilot made.
You did.
And got it sold.
This we came up with years and years ago, Paula and myself.
And I remember you.
We ain't stopping this stuff.
I remember you, yes. So my point is, I've seen your brother. I saw you from day one. I've been your day one, like, man, you know you need to be acting right. Like day one, I pulled you to the side, like, yo.
Oh, you sure did.
Do something special.
No, you really did, though, 6-0.
I really
you did, Paula.
Did. I said, you are something special. Don't get lost.
Right. Because I was definitely lost in. Yeah, I was bad.
I don't feel like that. Like, don't get, you know, don't forget. That's what I'm saying. So, yes, it's not like, you know, plus, I was so upset with the way you were treated on your last reality show. You know, this.
Well, it's crazy. I thought it's crazy. You know, this business is crazy. I thought they was really upset at me, We TV. And when Sean, my executive producer, pitched it, the first people that came aboard was We TV, a different chapter of We TV. And they said they was interested. And they loved me. And I was like, damn. That's why you never judge a book by its cover. You know, that bad experience.
And, you know, We TV is the same people that we were working with before. And I think that is nothing but God.
Now, Paula, how can you read this as an executive like yourself across your table, reality show pitch, and we got the footage and everything. That's what Sean is here for. We got Zane. We got so many different people that's a part of this. You know, executive produced by Sean the King, Paula Jai Park here, the Queen, Gotti, Lily. When you hear out of all of it, Sean, his roots are so deep in this film game. Sean, they attached to me like, oh, okay. Paula, they blow away. Jesus Christ. Those are the keys to the game.
We bring it all back. Be back.
Kurupt, I'm the one. But my executive production credit is irrelevant because I have nothing that I executive produce. But you,
because you are a good man, you know, and I think that's what's lacking in Hollywood. People want to throw you away, and I'm like, how can you throw away someone you love? You know, but a lot of people do that, not just in Hollywood, but just period. People will throw you away just because they can, and you don't. And that's why you've got to don't. But see, God don't like ugly. And I think that's another thing that people forget. They shit on people and then think that they're just gonna go walk away in the sunshine. But you know, karma is a bitch, and especially when she's mad at you. And you know that doing right is only going to blow you up. It's only going, and you know good people. Not to mention, man, you know I am so ready for this. You know talent, you know, and you are a feminist, you know, and a lot of reasons why I have a hard time and people throw me away is because I'm a woman. So yes.
What does feminist mean?
It means that you're down for women and being empowered. Because
motherfucking right.
And that is one of the reasons why I love you. Because first of all, you let me do it last time. And now this time you see that I can. You tested me. I am. You're looking to the future, and we will. You know, and this game, white boys do it all the time. Don't nobody want to work without their family. You know, like I said, it takes a village to build a star. You know, yes, 50 got his family all around him, you know, his boys, people that hold him down, but more importantly, people that he can trust.
Right.
You know, and that is why I was upset with the other situation, because a reality show can either make you look great or they can choose, because they can, to make you look like an ass. And you need, because it's so easy to make you look great. It's so easy to let the footage come from your everyday life. Organic, yes, love. Organic. We don't even have to do much beyond booking where we're going to go and making sure you always have something phenomenal to do and something. We don't have to stage BS for you. We don't have to have women trying to fight you. We don't have to make you look less than the king that you are.
Well, you know, the thing about it,
I'm tired of reality making our kings look like crazy people. Yes, love.
You know, the thing about it, Paula, that just shows you how great you are. Because Suge told me something back in the days, which is, if they ain't saying nothing about you, then you're brothers. So when they do
really try
that,
hard to keep me
I mean,
down.
you know, in every negative, there's a positive.
Your boy knows.
I told Zane the same thing. You know, the people who's talking bad about you, or those that's going against you, they don't go against nothing. See, they go against something. Once you see that, now you reverse the psychology, because that shows you your power. Because if you were irrelevant, they would not even be concentrating on you. They concentrate on somebody else who is relevant. So the fact that they're concentrating on you means that you are across their channel. You're on their television screen. You're on their mind, which means you're doing your job, because that's what we do. We entertain. Are you not entertained?
I am quite entertained.
Are you entertained?
I need a damn... Honey, can you give me a fan? He got me over here hot. I am. Ooh.
And that's what we do. You know, Paula, I always remind you, on your greatest role I've ever seen in my life. I ain't seen nothing to capture this experience, because you sold it to the people. When you walked in, coming from Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm in Philly now.
And be West Coast. Just walked up.
Alone, by myself.
And you know, I mean, being amongst greats like Chris Tucker and Q, Nia
They've been
Long,
greats ever since we've been
Nia Long.
Yes.
And greats, man. I mean, they're greats. Not to mention Uncle John.
Yes.
But to be amongst these greats and still create your own lane, you're part of what it was you and Tupac. There's a couple other Ice Cube who, just as I watched them, Ice-T as well, that, you know, they made the character them. They controlled it. Tupac, he controlled Juice. He wasn't even supposed to be Bishop. He earned that. They loved his character, his charisma. He gave me my first bit of advice about improvising. You know what I'm saying? You gotta improvise. You make the role yourself, so you might change a couple words in the script. As you say it, they'll love it. Improvise. And just end it in the same, you know, whatever's on the script, end it like that.
Right.
So people know when to come in. Pop taught me that. Remember Tina Reid, my son's mother, and Tina Reid, rest in peace, from Black.
I know she's proud.
Yeah, she's the first one that took me to William Morris. She had a film out at the time that was so grand.
Yes.
Bring It On.
Yes.
And she was connected to William Morris. So she took me to William Morris. I took my game that I learned from Pop and what I loved from yourself. Because when you walked in, you made your character relevant. And a lot of characters are just there. And a person can do good, great. But
what I see in
you made the character you. You walked up to Chris Tucker.
It's not about me.
And you said,
who is it about boom, right now?
Boom.
Can we please make it about you, Mr. Philadelphia?
You are me. Boom. What Craig? What she say? Come here. This Harlem, New York. Come here, Harlem. Show them how you do out there in Harlem, boy.
I love Harlem.
Yeah. No. What she say? What she said? She said, boom.
Where Craig at?
That's my point. That's Harlem, New York.
Yeah.
Came down to support Gotti. He's out here, and he knows you, Paul. This is a West Coast
You're
move.
Sweet, baby. You're so. I love you so much, and we're so here. But you know, what I see, and I was just saying this to Zane, because look, he compared us to Tasha and 50 Cent. Look, I compared us actually. He didn't do it. I
exactly
myself.
Because you know nobody.
It's okay. I can do that because I know them both. But
I mean, you are.
The point I'm making is what I see in him, I see in you. You know, sometimes some people are ready at a different moment in stage in their life, and sometimes it takes other people a minute to get there. But it doesn't matter how the journey goes. As long as you get to the friggin' whiz at the end of the rainbow, like you were just, you know, how you named our baby Glenda after the Queen Diva that began it all. Who played Glenda? They from
Believe in Yourself.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm gonna be so mad at myself tomorrow when I you know, because I'm bad with things. But anyway, the point I'm making is I see
to my brain.
Yes, thank you,
yo.
girl.
Hey, yo.
I know her name. That's Angie.
What's up, Zane?
Thank you, girl.
Hey, I love y'all to death, bro.
Oh, he gotta get off now.
I gotta.
He can't be saying.
I've been up all day. 50, I gotta touch my babies in real quick.
Know that Kurupt is the truth.
Hey, look.
You gotta get off the line.
Hey, look, Paula.
I just wanted to stay on and say what's up.
Congratulations, Zane. Congratulations, Zane. On the roll and BMF, we got love 50. He gives everybody opportunity to shine.
Yes. I even did a 50 Cent video.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, hey. And also, congratulations on your new album. I heard the piece of Paula and the new album.
I look forward to it.
Have you heard Horseman?
Hey, man.
You heard Horseman?
We gonna get him the Horseman. It's going to enlighten his mind.
Is that for me?
Yeah. Have you heard?
You asking me that?
Uh-huh.
No, I haven't. I heard the new shit you got with you, Daz, and Snoop, though. Right, and you was in the club, sitting on the stairs or something like that, the joint.
That's
Some
that
crazy
New
shit.
Dog album that's gonna be coming in September.
Yeah, I've been peeping some new shit. I've been peeping some new shit, but I'm not on the Horseman yet. But I'm on it now though.
Well,
You better believe it, baby.
I'm gonna be your Tasha.
Razzcast, Killer Priest, and Cannabis.
Yeah,
Wow.
but don't get scared because Tasha loved me too. I'm trying to tell him Tasha was my first friend. I spoke at Tasha's school on occasions.
Look. Ace. Jeez.
That's hard.
My little brother just came in. I ain't seen him in 50 fucking billion years.
Oh, what a handsome baby.
Right now.
Huh? I know.
Damn it. What's
I
up with you?
already banged it out. This is Ace.
What's happening?
Billy, how are you?
See Zane?
No, where?
Zane keeps trying to get off the phone.
That's
What's
what
up,
I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's up?
Now I gotta
you
tell
forever,
these
my
babies
nigga.
in. What's up,
Hey,
man?
look,
How you doing,
hey,
man?
Zane. They've been calling Ace. They've been calling Ace.
Nobody
you
gonna want
forever.
to on our show. We don't.
I mean, that's because y'all both are fly. You know, the ladies love y'all, and that's what it is. Like, oh,
What's up,
Jay,
homie? What up, twin?
Ever since you dropped that shit with 112, my nigga.
What up, twin?
God damn, man.
What's up?
What's up with you though, Zane?
Man, working, dog. Just trying to stay out the way, dog. How you been, man?
Hey man, I've been good. I mean, we spoke back. We spoke back in like 99, 2000 though. Me, I spoke to you through Skull.
Oh, that's my nigga right there, man.
You already know.
It's been a minute.
He just scored his role with the BMF movie with 50. He scored that role. They already filmed everything. I mean, you know, Zane is doing great. He has a great new album. You know what I'm saying? We want to give you your...
Gotcha.
Because you're still here.
Man. You gotta get some new shit and got some new shit finna drop on these niggas too.
I mean, hello. Some new Zane, new life.
Some new life shit.
New world.
Yeah.
How you, cuz?
Make sure you come
I
back
love you
and
too,
bring
bro.
it here.
Definitely, man.
That new world order here.
Right.
Hey, definitely gonna bring y'all some new shit. Hey,
and
man.
Tell them that single you got coming out right now, if it ain't hit them already. That video you shot in Vegas.
I got some new shit.
That's why it came through.
Oh, I shot like 3 out there though, bro. We pushing this joint called 3:25 a.m. I shot a joint called Bachelor Party out there, and I shot a joint called Searching out there. So like, but at 3:25 a.m. we finna
so
go.
You shot 3 videos when you was in Vegas.
3 videos.
Now that's what you call working. That reminds me of some Snoopy shit. Dogs stay working.
I shot 3 videos. They look amazing.
Right. You know
they look amazing
on
too.
That whoop wop, that grind.
They look amazing
Love
too.
You, Zane. Me and Zane did a movie together. Me and Zane did a movie together.
Are you in that?
Hey, look, Paula. Hey, Paula. Me and Zane, we did a movie together, right?
Day in the Life. Day in the Life.
Hip hop.
Not Forrester. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Day in the Life.
We did Day in the Life. Sticky Fingers. Executive producer, director, the whole ball of wax. He wrote all the things. It's like the hip hop version of Carmen.
Oh,
there was a movie called Carmen, and then Beyonce.
Now, I know that's Dorothy Dandridge.
Dorothy Dandridge, and then Beyonce redid it, right? Well, it's the hip hop version called A Day in the Life, right, Zane?
Okay.
Yeah.
And who did you guys play?
And that's the Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers is the executive producer. He's the director. He's all the whole ball of wax. He had a great team. There's also another director connected to it. And we shot this. Sticky wrote all the music to it. He wrote all the songs, the lyrics. He told us how to say it, and we did it. And it, basically it's like Carmen, you know what I'm saying? As you do the film, well, Sticky was the gangster.
And them niggas always fuck with Kurupt real heavy though. I remember when we went up to the Hit Factory, they was up there, they be in traffic.
Right.
Niggas leaned out the window, then they jumped in the car.
So Sticky played Carmen?
Yeah. No, well, basically it's like a hip hop
spin-off.
It's a musical.
Right. So
it's a musical movie. It's a musical movie. It ain't like The Wiz. It's more like Carmen, about this one person and all that. They going through that whole whoop wop, but they sang it through and did the whoop. Well, Sticky was one of the keys, and basically he wasn't Carmen. Carmen, he was Sticky, and basically we all played characters. A part.
Lena Horne. How'd you look it up? Lena Horne.
Lena Horne. That's
oh my
Linda.
gosh.
That's Glenda.
How could I? I get my
That's
black.
Glenda,
Okay.
the good witch.
So yeah, so you were in it, and you played one of the characters that dated Carmen.
I was a villain. I was Sticky partner, and Zane, he played his character. Yeah, he played his character, and even then I was just like, Zane, my nigga, what you doing here, man?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I mean,
I think y'all niggas tied me up and killed me.
Right. But you was busting your shit tied up. You was like such and such. You was woo. Man,
yeah,
hey, look,
y'all was trying to get
Paul,
they was trying to
Paul,
get me to rap one of my homies out.
It ain't easy to recite Sticky Finger verses, man. That shit's not easy, man. Sticky's no joke. His wordplay is sick, and then you gotta act it too. That's why I related it to Carmen.
Right,
because I mean you had to act it and whoop wop. That's why I always tip my hat to Beyonce. Because to do something like that and matter, that's very hard to do. Beyonce did that. She nailed it like Jennifer Hudson.
She did a phenomenal job.
Right, with the Dream Girl,
Jennifer
Hudson
listen
nailed
to that. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that with Makai Pfeiffer.
Being a guy, you already know.
Robert Townsend directed that.
And Robert Townsend, I mean, let's just look at it. Robert is one of the originals. Robert gave jobs, he gave positions. Yes. The greats that we see today that passed away and that's still here, Robert Townsend is responsible for that. Right. Robert Townsend is, I consider him great like Eddie Murphy because Robert Townsend opened up those doors. I mean, shit, that's how we found, that's how we was introduced, at least myself, to Keenan and Damon. Right. Robert Townsend, Curl, do the Jerry Curl.
Yes.
Curl. Curl. Do the, that's Keenan Ivory Wayne. Come on, okay. And Damon was in there before, he was in there as well. And then Keenan took it to a whole nother level and he became the Robert Townsend. Right. And he opened up doors for white stars like Jim Carrey. Come on, we see how big Jim Carrey went.
He also people don't know that the little girl from Frozen, Kirsten, the white girl from Frozen.
Right.
Her first movie was a Keenan Ivory Wayans movie. I'm gonna get you sucker, I think.
Really? Yes. No way. I'm gonna.
Yes, as a little girl. So,
wait a minute, you guys could be kidding me.
No, the little white girl in the scene where they're going into the African spot and they're all Afrocentric. And he's got a white wife and a little little girl.
Crazy.
So he when you are white and you fuck with black folk, you blow up. Especially if you're fucking with the Wayans. Because, it means that you already have us.
Do the Jerry Curl. Give me You got us. Jim, we will always love Jim Carrey because we remember her. You know what I want to do, Paula? You know what I want to do, cuz? You know what I want to do, sis?
What, baby?
I don't think they understand about this young man right here, this young phenomenon, Zane. Because
I understand because he's still sitting there.
No, I said Zane. I'm talking about the people. Remember, this is Paula Jai and Kurupt form. Why? Because this is for them. So I don't think they know about the great attributes that Zane has done away from music in the film world. Zane, can you break down these films unless you already talked about it? But I would like you to break down all these great films that he was involved into.
Well, shit, just to start off, Dr. Dolittle with Eddie Murphy.
Who were you in that?
And I remember that. Bam!
Yeah, Dr. Dolittle too with Eddie Murphy.
That was with my baby Kyla.
With Sean Connery. Fighting Temptation with Beyonce.
You played the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Kyla Pratt.
Yeah, shout out to Kyla Pratt. Fighting Temptation
with
Beyonce.
My baby.
Eddie Murphy was gonna get your ass, nigga.
How was that?
What's the one after that?
I did Cold Case.
Dr. Dolittle?
Huh? After Dr.
What was the one after Dr. Dolittle?
It was Finding Forrester. Finding Forrester, Dr. Dolittle, Fighting Temptation. I did Motors with Vivica Fox. I did Cold Case with Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
That's why you looked in. Okay, so Kurupt, I was like, so you're acting now. He looked at me like, I've been acting since I was 11, boo.
That's right.
11.
Right. It just so happened that hip hop put that light on this
ain't
young
say
man.
none of that.
Shiny. But he's been doing this shit, cuz.
Like the day in the life of Kurupt. What else we did? I did recently I did Atlanta. I did that show Atlanta. I was on there.
That's that crack right there.
I got a show. I got a movie out called Love by Chance. I had a movie at Redbox I started in called After Autumn. In Foolish. I got a movie out called Foolish in the Redbox.
When did you learn from Eddie? If anything, how was it working with Eddie Murphy?
It was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, what was that like? That's epic,
legend,
cuz I'm gonna tell you like this. First of all, look, that's epic.
Yes.
Because there's none. Only thing greater than Eddie Murphy is Richard Pryor.
Hey, cuz, any more beers here?
Concentrate. We on the Woo-Wop.
That's me. Him.
Ain't nothing else greater than Eddie Murphy than Richard Pryor.
He comes to my dreams a lot.
Right there, look. Wait, what happened?
He comes to my dreams a lot. I just thought you might.
And what does he say? What's the first word? And what's the first word? What's the first word that comes out of his mouth?
He don't say much.
Well, he come in my dream. First word he said.
And what does he say?
He say, "No, look, motherfucker."
What was the one when he had on the red shoes? That's how he opened that motherfucker.
Does he come in your dreams like that?
Hey, I'll be honest, man. My favorite Richard Pryor movie is Which Way Is Up. We multitask with these characters, which we can see it in
that's my
Coming
favorite
to America with Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. But before all that was Flipped.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But
with Geraldine.
You know,
yes.
Also, I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, Richard Pryor, my main one, JoJo Dancer, because I saw myself in that. I saw him now to be serious and still be the funniest kid ever. Now that's the key. That's acting.
His honesty, yes, and
right. It's just like Zane, and I tell him all the time how great he is as an actor because I believed him in the Dr. Dolittle. I wanted to fuck him up too, as a father. Like, hey, come here, nigga. Wait. Right, where's this nigga at?
That nigga Zane was a cold piece of work.
Are you ready to be that honest, like Richard Pryor? What about you, Zane, as a man? Because Richard Pryor talks about homosexual experiences and how it made him a better comic and a better man. That
what happened?
He
really, Paul Mooney.
Yeah. I don't know. He never said who.
Paul Mooney was
with who.
Yeah, Paul Mooney,
but he talks about it in a lot of his underground stand-up. And you know, because he was growing up in a whorehouse, it affected his life in a way that made him very vulnerable. Oh, I think I scared him. But do you understand where I'm going with this as an actor? Are you able to allow yourself yet to become that vulnerable, to cry, to, play the types of roles?
Yeah, I definitely, I've cried before and, in roles and stuff like that. So like, I definitely get pretty deep into the role. Like as far as, whatever role I'm playing, I definitely go deep into it though. You know what I mean?
Would you play a gay character? Is that something that you would shy away from? Because recently I've been asked to do that and I don't have a problem with it. I've never thought about it until recently when I've been asked to do that. But I didn't think you left because you were still there. I thought you turned your camera off.
Oh, shit.
We missed you. Would you play if they decided to make socks? Like, because they might want somebody. Would you be open to that?
Shit. Like, really, I feel like a role like that. I like to play roles closer to my character, like somebody I can see my character playing. Like, I think it's like a million people. I think it's like a million people out there that probably could play that role better than me because like that's like asking somebody, can you play can you play a handicapped person? It's like, yeah, like I'm an actor, I could play any role, but a handicapped person would probably be better for that role.
But I would enjoy playing a handicapped person.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
I think that is.
I like me.
I don't mean it. Does that sound
Like
crazy?
me,
I'm
like me,
sorry.
like I'm superstitious. It's kind of like, it's not
I hear what you're
superstitious, but
saying.
it's kind of
Like,
like
I don't want to play an AIDS
you
lady.
play a handicap role,
Right, you're gonna get hit by a bus. No,
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know, but that's like saying what you play somebody who's a murderer, you going to jail. No, you don't want to hold on to it. That's why a lot of people do have
It's
to go to
happened before. It's happened
therapy.
before. It's
People
happened
have to
before.
go to therapy to release, because you're right, the mind can't tell the
Like
difference.
certain things, like certain spots, like my man with the Joker, like Heath when he played the Joker, it's
Right.
like certain doors you just don't want to open up if
Right.
you're not prepared to go there. So
Right.
it's like, so it's not about, could I play it? Yeah, I could play a character. I could play
I
any
just
character.
recently played a demon
what I-
possessed
what I-
woman. Would you play someone possessed by the devil or the devil?
Like, I mean, I could play, but would I? I don't know, because
Really?
it's like,
If you believe in God, my favorite
don't-
part about scary movies, the best scary movies to me are the ones that teach you how to fight the devil. Tell you what verses to find, like The Exorcist. If you really watch The Exorcist, it's more of a volume of how to get rid of the devil if you get up in your little 13-year-old child. So, I don't like the ones where the devil wins, but you wouldn't be open to playing the devil or Judas or some type of character like that, knowing that by saying that the devil exists, you're giving God the glory, because you can't have one without the other. So you'd be close to being in scary movies, but you'll play somebody that shoots somebody and kill them.
I wouldn't say I'm close to that. I mean, I really can't answer that right now. Like I have to cross that path when it comes. You know what I mean? I really can't, because I strive to be the best. You know what I mean? At whatever I do.
And that's what I love about your answer. You're very truthful. What happened to Gotti? Just gone. Oh, it's time to go. Zane,
Man,
are you aware you stayed on 2 hours kicking it with me?
Man, it felt like 2 minutes. Thank you.
Can I? There we go. Okay. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Definitely enjoy.
You got a big old hug coming from me. I can't wait to congratulate you. I can't wait to see Gotti again. Well, guys, we got some beautiful things coming towards you. Like Gotti said, the world just loves successful men that are about it. So look out. Me and Zane rolling with Gotti. I'm rolling with Zane. We rolling with you. Thanks for rolling with us. We love you.
Peace.